So, like I said, I want to do a segment on yesterday that I brought over into today, and it's called The Bag versus the Ring, and we're talking about NFL free agency, which started on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everything that led up to that from Monday was just, they call legal tampering. That way you can come out and say who's going where, who's talking to who's interested in who legally without being without any punishment. So I went in and I looked at a couple of names, and so I'm just going to name off a couple of names that we all know, a couple of big names. So you got Terrell Suggs and Terrell Suggs from the Baltimore Ravens and Jordan Hicks from the Eagles. They went to the Cardinals. Antonio Brown, which came from the Steelers, went to Oakland. Le'Veon Bell from the Steelers went to the Jets. Earl Thomas, who came from the Seahawks, went to the Ravens. Mark Ingram, who came from the Saints, went to the Ravens. Landon Collins from the Giants went to Washington. Jesse James came from Pittsburgh and went to the Lions. And later on, I'm going to tell you again how Big Sarge was right. And I've been trying to tell y'all that for the longest time. Anyway, Tyrann Mathieu went to the Kansas City Chiefs. So, former Texan safety Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, went to the Kansas City Chiefs. So these are just some of the big names that we know that I'm naming off. And Gransberry, if any of those people that I read off in the teams that they went to, are they going out? Are they trying to secure the bag, or are they trying to get a ring?
Okay, disclaimer. I believe you're always trying to secure the bag. I think that's the goal. If you're working, you want to be paid for your abilities. Okay? So everybody is securing the bag. The difference is the holders of the bags decide your value. And that's just the bottom line. I think out of all the teams you stated, only one has a strong possibility of looking at postseason, and two is an outlier, because the Ravens defense carried them last year. It's significantly changed, so I can't say they'll be back in the same position. We know that the Browns significantly upgraded. So if you're looking at positions to play and you're taking opportunities, if all your opportunities are teams that haven't seen the postseason, you don't have a choice but to secure the bag. That's who your offers are to. So someone like, Earl Thomas, he already has a ring. Does he owe it to anyone to secure the ring at this point? Not necessarily. So everybody thought he would be headed to Dallas and position himself for a perfect offer from Dallas. But if your goal is the bag, which honestly it should be, you only have a short frame of time to play. Do you go to a team just because it was your childhood dream? Or do you go to a team that's secure your grandchildren's childhood dream?
Generational wealth. And so I've been saying on here, and this isn't, listen, you just heard everything that Gransberry said. This isn't her opinion. This is my opinion. So I don't want, because I just listened to everything you said, and I'm about to interject, but I want everybody to know that this is Big Sarge's opinion. This is why, I believe that teammates are overrated. That's the first thing. Okay. And the second thing is we live in a time frame now where a lot of these players, especially in the NFL, they're like, why am I going? I don't care about winning no championship. I'm going to get this money that's going to, take me on further. Because we talked about after Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, won his ring, he came out and said, so what's next? Like, I done won one ring. I done won a Super Bowl, which is supposed to be the pinnacle of the NFL. He came out and he was like, well, what's next? So that's why when he was out trying to get all of his money, I could definitely understand it. That's why if these players were looking to if they were looking to get a championship ring, they would have went to teams that are contenders. Like, we could say that Tyrann Mathieu, out of all these people, Tyrann Mathieu is the only one that went to a team with the Kansas City Chiefs that has any remote chance of getting to a championship if they can get past the New England Patriots. Everybody else, I don't see it. Now everybody's trying to crown I seen on social media, everybody's trying to crown the Browns. But what I'm looking at, Earl Thomas going to the Ravens, they called him the quarterback of that offense when he's with the Legion of Boom. And so I think that he's going to do a lot. He's going to do a lot, and he's going to put people in position to confuse Baker Mayfield. I think that he's going to take sole advantage of Baker Mayfield, bait him into doing some things that he doesn't want to do. And they lost a lot of, they lost C.J. Mosley, Terrell, because C.J. Mosley went to the Jets too, right? For 51, he got $51 million guaranteed.
I don't know his guaranteed number.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll check and follow back.
So we're about to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue talking to the Gransberry. We got a caller on hold. Got Young Said in the barracks, and I want to continue talking about the bag versus the ring. We'll be back.
Conversations, sports group conversations. But what starts to happen is when the fans, the take it too far point is when the fan feels entitled to interject their opinion and consider it fact.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because you could like Le'Veon's deal. I could dislike Le'Veon's deal. You could like it. In this room, I'm outnumbered. Right? In another room, I'm in the majority. Yeah. So the issue is, okay, you can always get around someone to agree with your point of view. It's just when do you decide that you can push it off on the player like these. So let me go and and start posting it on Twitter what I think of this player and that player. That's entitlement. You can express yourself without having to feel like you owned a piece of the player. The player collected a check for the 16 games you watched or the 8 home games you watched or whatever you watched. That's done.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yep.
New season, new time to pay. Everything else, leave it alone. Teams are owned by owners to make money.
Yes.
So players should play to make money. The ring is optional. That's a fact. They created the hype of Super Bowl and championships for bragging rights. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because at the end of the day, not one owner is going to come on TV or anywhere public and say, I own this team because I want to win championships. It's okay if the stadium is empty. I just want to win championships. Don't buy beer. No popcorn for you. Don't tailgate. I just want to win championships.
Hey, Gransberry, you said something that I heard some of my female friends say, too, though. It's like, hey, look, I'm just trying to secure the bag. The ring is optional. Hey, let's go to the phone lines.
Hey. I knew you were going there.
Why do Anglo-Americans feel like they need to give us a hands-on demonstration on what slavery was? Or what slavery was like? Okay, because, hold on, I wasn't there. You wasn't there.
No.
But neither were they. So how do they know what it's like? All they're doing is looking and reading at the same thing that you and I can read and comprehend, right?
Right.
So, Cody, do you have to touch an iron when it's plugged up to know that it's hot?
No.
Like, I don't need to take your hand and put it on the iron and show that it's hot, right?
Right.
Right? I can just tell you, hey, man, the iron plugged up, it's hot, right?
Right.
If it's broken glass on the floor, I don't need you to say, hey, go over there and step on, see what broken glass feel like. I can just tell you, hey, man, it's broken glass over there. Don't go over there, right?
Right.
Why would she put these kids, and then, hold on. So I guess she really, hold on, wait, time out. Cody, you're an actor.
Right.
Did she have to put the black kids on the floor in order to make it seem real and get into character?
No.
Cody, like she took this a little too far, right?
Right.
Why, Cody? She's like, no. Susan, Elizabeth, John, get to the side. Daquan, Shaquanda, I don't even know your T. Come here, lay on the floor. We're going to show what slavery was like. And then she stepped on their backs, Cody. Why would she do that? Hold on. At the end of the story, it said she was back in the classroom. That must mean that some of these black kids' mama wasn't able to get their hands on her soon enough.
Right.
And why would you even allow her to be back in the school district? But what I don't understand, Cody, is why do they feel the need? Like, this isn't the first time.
If you got the alert app, it's never gonna pop up PJ Tucker. You know what I mean? But watch the games, not the box scores. PJ rarely comes up on your alert. You know what I mean? Does he?
No.
No.
Yes,
No.
sneakers do.
Huh?
Sneakers do.
Exactly. So you want to see what kind of shoes he got on, okay. But watch the game and you'll see his value. Just do that. Watch the game, not the app. Watch the game.
Is the reason why James played so many minutes because the game was so close?
No, because it's James Harden. He looks at me and I'm playing, you're right. And you don't win without it. That's the problem. You know, it's with CP, obviously it would take some of the burden off. But when CP's not here, James got to do it, and he did it. And whatever it takes, he does.
James doesn't look like the kind of person that wants load management games either.
No. You don't want to hear that.
He had a really good game. Was it hard sometimes going against PJ Tucker, as strong as he is, and the way he plays defense?
He's a hack, man. nah, that's my vet, man. We've had intense practices before. You know, that's my guy. You know, he's real physical, real strong. Like I said, I've played against him many times. He's an unbelievable defender. He always has the toughest matchup every night, and he's up for the challenge every night.
Coach, playing three games in 4 nights, did that have anything to do with some of the hustle and the rebounding?
I mean, you know, that's a good, you know, it's an excuse to, you know, probably losers would say, yeah. That's, you know, if you're a loser, you go, yeah, I get it. No, you know, it is. I get it, but it isn't. That's too bad. You know, that's just the way it is. And we didn't have practice because after back-to-back, you always have a day off. So we didn't get to really, you know, dress rehearse what we're trying to do. We had some new guys. So yeah, we've got all the excuses in the world, and that's super, but it's not good enough.
You all have played against, you know, you beat the Bucks, you beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
Do you feel like y'all maybe just one player away, because you have a lot of young talent on this team?
Yeah, man. I think, you know, a couple pieces, you know, we for sure been in the playoffs, and you know, if we can get a heavy hitter here, then we make that stride. You know, that push for the championship. But you know, it's not going to be overnight. We understand that. So you know, we have a really good young core. Everybody's learning. Everybody's picking up quick. I think we're moving in the right direction.
They let you become more of a facilitator now too. Do you like that?
That's what I like to do. I love to pass. I love to create for others. I think it's something I'm good at. It's one of my strengths. So obviously, the ball's not going to be in my hands the way I'm used to. So when I do get the opportunity, I just try to take advantage of it.
Wait a minute, Donna. I got it. Now I know why he said he had an emotional affair and not a real affair. Where y'all think he learned that from? Y'all don't remember when Pastor Gray went and sat with the y'all don't remember when Pastor Gray went and sat with them other felonious pastors with President Trump? Y'all don't remember when Pastor Gray sat right next to President Trump? President Trump probably whispered in his ear, "Hey bro, we had to vet you, so we know you got a chick on the side. We know you've been talking to somebody else. Let me help you out, Pastor. Now you just stand. When we sit at this table, I want you to just smile pretty. Don't say nothing. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that you hear around this table that's gonna be false. Don't listen. You just roll with it. Don't dispute it. Don't rebuke it. Just allow it to happen. You see the guy over there with the funny hair? Yeah, I don't even know his name, but he's like he says we're friends. I don't know his name, but he's gonna say some very felonious type things, and you don't say anything, okay? Because we know about your side chick. So this is what I want you to tell Miss Gray when you get busted. Just say that you're in an emotional affair. Just say that you're in an emotional affair, and then it'll all go away. That's what I told Melania. Yeah, I've told Melania about that, about all the 22 women I've been with. Yeah. Oh, no. I got another kid. Emotionally. See how that works, John? Just listen to me. And you know what? Come sit right here next to me. Hopefully some of my aura will rub off on you. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He learned it from the president. Because the president been in the emotional affairs for how long? Because he consummated his emotional affair, so did John Gray. That emotional affair, and y'all finna let him get away with this? John Gray, me and you had, like I was about to say, me and you've had some correspondence when you went to the White House, and I felt like you should have called those pastors out on what they were saying because it was false, saying that President Trump was the best president he's done more for black people than any other president. I felt like you should have called him out, but you didn't. So you let him make it. But now I know why. So can I really be mad at you? Can I really be mad at you? They found out about your side chick. President Trump whispered in your ear that you should go ahead and say that you had an emotional affair, and then you went back and told your wife, but she a black woman, so she didn't accept that, but she also looked at the bank account and said, oh, you're not finna mess up this money, though. Like, you're not finna mess, I got a lifestyle. You ain't finna mess that up. You sleep on the couch, but you ain't finna mess that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of your little side chick over here. I'm gonna go ahead and beat her up or whatever the case may be. Then we gonna come back, and then you gonna make this right, John. You gonna make this right. Babe, I had an emotional affair. Shut up, John. Don't you ever tell me that again. Sports Talk with Big Sarge. I'm out.
Yeah, funny thing happened along the way. What does that say right there? Prairie View A&M University. We going to the dance, baby. That's right. We going to the dance. I want to hear nothing from Too Sweet University. Props out to Texas Southern. I mean, you had a great season. I don't want to take that away from you. You played great. But by the same token, you're not going to the dance. Prairie View is going to the dance. Last time they went to the dance was 1998. We going back. I want to hear not a word this entire week from anybody from Texas Southern. On my show, Sports Talk with Big Sarge, the entire week I will be wearing this hoodie. I don't care if it's 150 degrees outside. And in Texas, you know, especially Houston, it can get 150 degrees. I don't care. Do you see this right here? This is what I will be wearing for the rest of the week. Heck, I might wear it all the way till they go, until they play their first game in the NCAA tournament. I don't care. I told you. At Prairie View, it's not only like #1 in the division, but I mean, they won the SWAC and we going dancing. So all my Texas Southern followers, supporters, people I know, family members, which by the way, you all did have a great season. And I just want to tell you one thing. It doesn't matter what type of season you had. PVU, who you rooting for? PVU. We going to the dance, baby. And listen, that may not mean nothing to none of y'all. Nothing to none of y'all. But you know who it means something to? Everybody who graduated from this university. Everybody. So let me tell you all something right now. Those of you all who did not graduate from the best HBCU in the country. For those of you all who did not graduate from Prairie View A&M University, you might as well get used to it. If you married to somebody that went to Prairie View, if you sleeping with somebody that went to Prairie View, if your children, if they children go to Prairie View, you work with somebody go to Prairie View, anybody you know that went to Prairie View A&M University will be talking trash the entire week. Now, it might not always be the Texas Southern, but we going to the dance, baby, and that's